Father, I come before you today with a heart that longs to be filled, not with temporary thrills, not with fleeting emotions, but with the lasting, soul-deep joy that only you can give. You are the source of all gladness, the wellspring of joy that never runs dry. Your word says that in your presence is fullness of joy, and at your right hand are pleasures forevermore. And today, I don't want to just talk about joy. I want to drink from it. I want to taste and see that you are good. I want to be renewed in my spirit, uplifted in my soul, and strengthened by the gladness that comes from knowing you. Lord, you know how easily life wears on the soul. You see the weight I carry, the silent griefs, the disappointments, the subtle sadness that sometimes tries to cloak itself in distraction. You know the days I've smiled on the outside while feeling hollow within. You understand the fatigue that lingers even when my hands are busy and my mouth says I'm fine. But you also know what it means to turn mourning into dancing. You are the God who takes ashes and trades them for beauty, who gives the oil of gladness for the spirit of despair. Your word in Nehemiah 8:10 was spoken during a moment when your people were weeping after hearing the law and being confronted by their sin and brokenness. Yet you called them not to linger in grief but to rejoice, for the day was holy and your joy was to be their strength. That seems so counterintuitive to our flesh. How could they rejoice in the middle of conviction? And yet that is exactly what you invite us into, a joy that is not dependent on how perfect we are or how ideal our circumstances may be, but a joy rooted in the reality of who you are. You are merciful, you are faithful, you are near, and that is reason enough to rejoice. So today, Lord, I shift my gaze. I take my eyes off of the things that drain me and place them on you, the one who fills me. I renounce every lie that says I have to earn joy or wait for everything to go right before I can rejoice. I reject the notion that joy is for others but not for me. You have made joy available to me right here, right now. It is not an emotion I must chase, but a gift I can receive. So I open my heart and I ask you to fill me to overflowing. Fill me with a joy that heals my wounds. Fill me with a joy that silences the accuser. Fill me with a joy that makes darkness flee. I want the kind of gladness that shines through tears, the kind that steadies me when storms rage, the kind that testifies to the world that you are alive and reigning. Let my joy not be tied to what I have or what I lack, but to the unchanging truth that I belong to you. I am yours and you are mine. That alone is more than enough. I declare that the joy of the Lord is my strength, not the joy of success, not the joy of comfort, not the joy of recognition, but the joy of the Lord, joy that flows from the throne of grace, joy that comes from intimacy with the Father, joy that wells up from the Spirit within me. That joy gives me strength to stand when I feel weak, to love when I feel weary, to persevere when I feel like giving up. That joy anchors me in peace when the world is in chaos. That joy reminds me of heaven when earth feels heavy. Lord, teach me to practice joy daily, not perform it, but practice it. Let it be a posture of the heart, a steady rhythm of gratitude, a habit of noticing your goodness even in the small things. Open my eyes to the gifts you pour out, sunrises that whisper your faithfulness, laughter with loved ones that reflects your delight, quiet moments of your presence that speak louder than noise. Give me a heart that celebrates, not complains, that praises, not panics, that rests, not resents. Train my spiritual eyes to see the joy set before me. Even Jesus, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Today I speak to my soul, rejoice in the Lord always. Again I say rejoice. Even if circumstances don't change immediately, my spirit will rise. Even if pain is still present, my heart will sing. Even if the breakthrough hasn't come yet, I will dance on the promise that it is coming. My worship will not be silenced by weariness. My praise will not be postponed until perfection. Today is the day the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Lord, fill my home with joy. Let my conversations be seasoned with laughter and hope. Let joy be the atmosphere I carry, so contagious that it lifts others just by being around me. Let my joy be rooted in something deeper than entertainment or escape. Let it be holy, healing, and lasting. Let it point to you. Let it reflect heaven. I praise you because you are the God who rejoices over his people with singing. You are not a cold, distant deity. You are a joyful Father father who delights in his children, and as your child, I choose to reflect that same joy. I thank you for what you are doing in my heart even now. Thank you for